let's back up again.
Sure.
We're here with Karl Schroeder, author.
Oh, crap.
Lord, help me. We're here with Karl Schroeder, author of 8 books. Tor, his editor is David Hartwell, an editor we know very well. And Karl, I understand you have a new book coming out. Would you like to tell us about it?
I'm just finishing up Ashes of Candesce, which is the 5th of the Virga series, far future science fiction pirate adventures, basically. I get to have my cake and eat it with these books. I get to have sword fights and boarding parties and all the rest of it. And then I have sort of super high technological artificial intelligences and nanotech and all the rest of that stuff at the same time. It's lots of fun.
And this is the final book of the series, or one in continue? Do you know when the series is going to end?
Well, it's the 5th book of the trilogy. I thought it was going to be 3 books, but then it became 4, and now I'm trying to wrap it up with the 5th.
Yeah, that happened to us too.
Yeah. Well, one of the things about the universe that I've constructed, Virga, is that I discovered that I simply am not running out of ideas. I'm not running out of cool settings. I'm not running out of great characters and situations. It could perpetuate itself forever. But
could you, in a nutshell, for people who haven't read the series, give a brief description of the story, of what, you know...
and the first one they should buy so they can get started.
Yeah, the first book in the series is Son of Suns, which is out in paperback, and ebook and audiobook, as a matter of fact, and will soon actually be a webcomic. And it is basically a Master and Commander type nautical adventure set in a world without gravity. Virga is a 5,000-mile diameter Buckminster fullerene balloon, very strong, floating in the outskirts of a distant star system. Contains nothing but air, floating bits of rock, and balls of water and clouds. And human beings have moved into this environment and built artificial nuclear fusion suns that light a few hundred miles in each direction. They build towns that are spinning wheels made of wood and rope. And the hero of the book flies around on a home-built jet engine with handlebars and saddle.
And
this sounds really cool.
It's
sort of steampunk, yet outrageous.
Steam fantasy.
Fantasy.
Nuclear fusion punk.
Pie.
I actually call it Newtonian science fiction because there's nothing in the book, with the exception of one little MacGuffin, that uses anything more advanced than early 20th century physics. It's all constrained by you know,
reaction, motion.
Yeah, the very
momentum.
simple, straightforward rules like that. So gravity, for instance, is a municipal utility.
Oh, how cool!
Because of course it's expensive to build a wheel,
and maintain
right?
the ropes.
Yeah, so your taxes go into the cost for the alcohol fuel to run the jets to keep it spinning. And
well, in zero gravity, wouldn't it spin until it stops?
Well, it would if there wasn't air resistance. But that's the thing about this, right? It's a shirt sleeve zero gravity environment, which means you can walk to the edge of the wheel and jump off, and then you're flying. So people have like foot fins, or they have spring-powered angel wings that they strap on their back. And if you're commuting, you just walk out your door, walk off the edge of the wheel, and you're flying. So.
All right, this is a very imaginative world. And the first one, the first book again is
Son of Suns.
Son of Suns.
Yeah. And the current book, which hopefully will be done shortly and out in a little while, is Ashes of Candesce. Candesce being the biggest of the suns in the series.
Does it have a set release date?
No, not as yet.
Well, do you have plans to write outside of this series, or you're just happily ensconced?
That's what I was going to ask.
Well, the Virga series is I've come to fairly late in the game. I had published a number of novels before that, so you can find Lady of Mazes, which is set in a very different universe, although it's got a population of 7 trillion, I believe, in the solar system in that story. Or Permanence, which is the one novel where I've actually had aliens. Probably the one story I've ever written that had aliens. Or you can download my first novel, Ventus, for free off my website. Although although you can also do a PayPal donation when you download it.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Karl, for letting us in on the world and the series and the book that's coming up. We really appreciate you coming on neverendingpanel.com and introducing yourselves to our fans.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Eitan.